Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a quick review on 5 different items. The first 2 items are from GMP and are a clockwise to counterclockwise thread adapter and a outer barrel extension. The second 2 are a pair of 11mm to 14mm thread adapters, the first from Madbull, the second from King Arms. Finally, we're going to take a look at the element valve tool.
I'm able to get it quite consistent and then bring the side up and knowing roughly where it's going to go. Picks up the side of the SD side and slings straight into my heart. Just try it. Moving gut.
So here I've got my 2 GMP items. On the left hand side I've got the outer barrel extension, clockwise to clockwise thread on that, and on the right hand side I have my clockwise to counterclockwise thread adapter. Around the picture I have 3 example items. I've got a G&G tracer unit on the left hand side. Across the top I've got the flash hider off my WE888C, and on the right hand side I've got my Aries G36C, which features a clockwise thread on the outer barrel. So if we go to take a bit of a closer look first at our thread adapter, on the inside we have our clockwise thread, on the outside we've got our counterclockwise thread, and just for the example we'll just put this onto the outer barrel here. You see it screws up very nicely. It works just quite well. Goes on nicely. From here I can put either of my 2 counterclockwise threaded items on. So, and I know from previous tests that they work perfectly. Just the G&G tracer to show that works. So we go, those actually do thread on all the way. They work well. As a note, I did try my Big Dragon trace unit and that actually binds on this thread. So as we can tell, not all threads are the same. So now if we move along to the clockwise to clockwise barrel extension, sold as a 1.5 inch unit. What we'll see here, if I get a bit close to the camera, is that the unit is in total length about 50mm, 5cm, approximately 2 inches. The outer barrel extension part about 40mm, but if you discount the thread on the inside you'll find that that's about 1.5 inches, or would be about 37mm I suspect on the inside. 37. Again, that thread's on beautifully on here, and we'll allow you to place the normal bits on, or just to show that it works, we could thread the barrel adapter on, and the tracer for example. There you have the complete unit: extension, thread adapter, and tracer on there. So that's the 2 GMP items. Okay, so here we have my 2 pistol thread adapters. On the left hand side, or in the middle of the screen, we have the Madbull 11mm clockwise to 14mm counterclockwise, and next to that on the right is the King Arms version of the same thing. For demonstration example purposes, on the left hand side I've got my G&G tracer unit, followed by the WE888C flash hider, and on the far right hand side I have the outer barrel from my WE-F226 pistol, which is the one I would be using this on. So to begin with, if I grab my outer barrel here, you'll see the thread just on the inside there, well, you may not. It's an 11mm positive thread, and starting with king arms, if we try to put that on, what we find straight away is it binds. Now this king arms was the first one I bought, it was about $6 US from Madbull Airsoft, so it cost maybe $10 by the time it got to me here in New Zealand. Unfortunately it didn't work. I went to a local store, bought the Madbull one on their advice, and this was called the Madbull 1911 thread adapter, and sure enough, if I can get it right, there you go, that one threaded on beautifully, and that works on my actual pistol too. I have tried it. So for test purposes, I could grab my flash hider and put that on. Alternatively, I could take my G&G trace unit and put that one on. Both thread on really well, get all the way to the end without a problem. So that is my two 11mm clockwise to 14mm counterclockwise thread adapters. So here we have the Element valve key tool for removing the various gas fill valves from different gas blowback items. I'll try and demonstrate here on my WE888C M4 gas blowback magazine and my WE-F226 gas blowback pistol magazine. So I'll take a quick look at this tool. It's got 3 different keys for the different valve types. Obviously these are just designed to fit most mags, but your mileage will vary depending on the exact build. I have tested this on both the magazines you see on screen, plus I have also used it on the Airsoft Innovations tornado grenade, and it was able to remove the fill valve from that. So looking here, we should be able to, and you'll be able to remove the valves from that end. Similarly, if we look in there, be sure to grab the right piece and they will fit in with a little bit of effort. Can unscrew and ultimately remove that valve there. Similar story on the gas blowback rifle magazine. Slide it in, bit of a twist, and hopefully you might be able to just see that I'm removing that, so that will come out. You can just see it coming out. And since this is WA, of course, it has the same valve design, same bit of key on the back. Give it a crank. Oh. This doesn't sit as well on these magazines, but does in fact work. There you go. And you'll see that I'll be able to unscrew and remove that one. That's it. So the Element valve key tool seems to work okay, fine for me. Piece of metal, relatively cheap. Can't remember the exact price, but I believe that cost me about $20 New Zealand from airsofpeak.com.